court.
It's $10. Is it worth burning the bridge? Is it? I mean, what's a stupid movie with Colosino? Colosino. Not a Bronx Tale. Is it a Bronx Tale? Yeah, a Bronx Tale. It costs you $20 to get rid of this guy. Like, is it going to cost? Yeah. It'll cost you $10, and to keep your relationship going with this place.
But what if she has to give a massage to that same lady, or even to somebody else who does the same thing?
If it's that same lady again, as soon as she comes in, the first word you say to her is, "Hey, only $10. I don't want you to tip me too much, sissy pants." Make sure that everything's good.
Just take that $10 out of her ass.
Hey, come on. No need to work blue. No need to work. Or when she goes to give you the little envelope at the end, say, no. You keep it. You obviously need it more than me.
All right, that's it.
Sting.
Okay, I'm going to let you guys go and have your show.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling in. A fantastic OJ moment and a fantastic report, as always.
I don't know how fantastic it was, but love you guys and love Monty, really, honestly.
He's not listening. He's not on the air.
I know. Maybe he'll listen back, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll listen later.
Yeah, up until the point that he leaves. He was like, "Oh, what did I sound like? Oh, I sounded like really sad."
No. See, I'm. You know what? Now I'll stop the maligning of him, because you know what? I'm not doing it. If someone else does it, I have to defend him. No, he's. I think he listens back to the show. At least until the point when he's on the air.
You know what's going to happen? Next week he's going to go, "Who was talking trash about me?" And like who was that in the room? And it's like,
I
told you.
Vanessa called in and said a bunch more trash.
Let's figure out. Let's drop a secret word right now and see if he can regurgitate that word next
Monty,
weekend.
When you call into the show next week, you will say
Calabasas.
What?
I don't know.
No. Make it be something less ridiculous that he might accidentally fall on. Potato salad.
Coleslaw.
Much more delicious.
Coleslaw, Monty. Coleslaw is the secret word.
Coleslaw. And if you guys like coleslaw, you got to check out Vanessa's blog, her news blog, which is
VanessaCheatwood.blogspot.com.
And that's Cheatwood, CheatWood. God bless, my friend, and now I'll make believe that I have the 90210 outro song that I don't, because Keith and Fred are not here. I don't understand why it gets progressively slower and weird towards the...
But it does, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, they walk away.
Really but I don't think it's that dramatic.
All right. I suck. I think we got that loud and clear.
Aren't you supposed to tell me your name's not Monty now? Anyway, so sports. As long as we're talking about sports, we hinted on it up until right before Monty called. The New England Patriots of football championship fame. Well, not quite last year, but over the past 6 years, they've won 3 of the championships. They're probably I don't want to say unquestionably, but probably about one of the 2 or 3 that are mentioned as being the best team in football right now, if not the best team in football. And last week, so I don't understand how guilt was found in this. Do you know the specifics on this, Vito?
I believe.
Well, here's the story. As we search for guilt.
What we wanted to do. Here's the story.
No, here is the story. As I'm gonna. No, that applies. That wasn't a crutch. Come on. Thank you. I don't know how to start without saying something like that.
Just start. Just say it.
Here's the thing. The Patriots, they have a guy on their staff whose job is with a video camera to videotape the coach of the other team's mouth to try and steal the sign so they know what plays are coming.
And that is illegal.
Which is illegal, which would speak something to how dominant the team has been.
Maybe it's illegal, but it's so sexy.
Yeah, obviously, unbelievably so. But I don't think it's really all that big of a deal. I'm going to bet that most teams have a guy whose job is to try and steal signs. It's the fact that it's so elaborate
no.
that they have a videotaping guy.
You can scout the other team's defense. You can't...
Defense. You
can't videotape their defense on the field. You can't videotape their defensive coordinator or their coach sending in signals. You ever notice that whenever
they hold something up over their mouth when they're making calls usually?
But the thing is, if they send in like a hand signal like this, you can watch the defense and figure out what defense they're running. And the thing is, you can't tape the signals. You can only tape the defensive formation.
The thing is...
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Then where's my... Thank you.
Okay.
Working overtime today.
Workout. No, what's up? You're taking care of business. I understand. You're bordering on a juggling bear right now. Stop it.
That's exactly how it happened.
I don't. I understand where the legality is of it, or why it's bad, or why it's bad, but I don't agree with it. I think it's if you're not protecting your signs, it's up to you. In baseball, isn't it like the third base coach's job to try and understand what the catcher is calling for, so his batter will know what's coming? Like, cover your ass up. Make sure you're doing things the right way and hide it. The fact that they have it's so elaborate that they have a dude with a video camera doing it is a bit much.
Well, look, if I'm on one side of the field and you're on the other side of the field and you're watching me and you're trying to predict the defense that I'm gonna run, that's different. But to videotape it and make a catalog,
I could have a guy that's really close.
But don't you think that's an unfair advantage? Like to have
Why?
that.
The other guys can have video cameras too. It's 2007. They only cost like $300. It's not a big deal.
But I mean to catalog it and to keep
That
it
shows
as a
that shows dedication. Shows dedication to your craft.
Oh, who's this?
Somebody's calling on the hottest of all lines here on Best in Show Radio.
Best in Show Radio, caller, you're on the air.
Here's the thing.
Awesome. What's up, Migraine Boy?
Here's the thing.
Awesome.
The stupid thing about the Patriots is that Mangini was on the coaching staff of the Patriots for a long time. Why Belichick tried to videotape Mangini when Mangini knew the whole thing was going on was retarded. I mean, if you want to steal signs from the Chargers today, that's fine. But Mangini worked for you, so he's going to know you're videotaping him. Why even try it?
Even if he wasn't, do you think Mangini knew that he was being videotaped last week specifically, and that's why he called it? Or do you think he just kind of knew, like he was holding it up, holding it under his hat, and knew that hey, I know this is what Belichick does. So one day when we lose, I'm going to try and do it. Kind of like the with Wade Boggs, not Wade Boggs, with Brett.
O.J. Simpson.
George Brett with the pine tar on his bat. Like it's something that you held under your hat, and like it's something you held your cards close to your vest, and you knew, all right, well here's a home run this day. I'm going to try it today and say, hey, his pine tar's too high. Mangini knows that. Hey, he videotapes it. Hey, we lost this game. Let me throw it out there and see what happens. Because even if they didn't videotape him last week, I think Mangini would have said they videotaped him last week. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I think that maybe because it was Mangini's first year last year, that out of respect or just to keep things less stressful than it was, maybe he didn't say anything last year about it.
Or do you
but
think?
Then again, the Packers brought it up last year, I think, in one of the games where they caught them videotaping, but they didn't get punished for it.
Do you think
But I
that
think
it might have been?
figured second year in, listen, I'm not going to put up with this nonsense all year, and just said, screw this, I'm going to nail him on it already. And now everybody's questioning whether or not Belichick is a big genius, like everybody's been claiming he is for like the last 4 or 5 years.
I legitimately don't believe it's that big a deal. I believe that the majority of the teams do something of that nature. The culture of football is to allow a certain amount of cheating. It's not holding if you don't get caught. I mean that's the culture of the game. There's always a guy was a Pro Bowl MVP last year who's a steroid maniac. Like it's a culture of the game. That hey,
sure, but I think it was just maybe Mangini decided that it's just the blatantness of it. I mean, why should Mangini keep quiet? I mean, I personally think that Belichick was dumb. If you're going to do it against people that didn't work for you and know what the deal is. I mean, I think that was kind of arrogant on his part to think, oh yeah, well I'll just videotape the Jets and Mangini's going to keep his mouth shut, we don't speak and everything.
And the other thing that I even read about it was the fact that why against the Jets? It's a team that you obviously did need the unfair advantage against.
Well, I'm the world's biggest Jet fan, and even I knew that. Look, I was conceding the fact that we're probably going to lose that game. And I didn't see that they needed that extra advantage. They should have won outright. But if they needed to cheat, then what does it say about the Patriots?
How did the Jets do against the Patriots last year? Does anybody remember?
Last year, I have no idea.
The
Jets won one out of 3 games against them.
That's what I thought. See, I'm thinking maybe Mangini said something because it was such a lopsided victory.
Well, I mean, they split during the regular season last year. It's not.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not lopsided. It's
No, but I'm saying this year, maybe they were closer last year than this year.
I got news for you. It was lopsided this year, not because of the defense on the calls. It was lopsided this year because Randy Moss was
right.
ridiculous last week. Randy Moss looked like he was, back to
Minnesota form.
I wouldn't say quite that, but pretty damn close. He looked pretty great last week.
No, he looked better than he has been in like 5 years, I think.
Yeah, well,
He looked pretty good.